What's up, guys? Eric here, driverlineup.com. World's okayest steering wheel World's okayest steering wheel holder as your host. Trying to get my mind in gear for this journey in the state of Washington. Getting ready to get a load of apples. Headed to New Jersey. So it's a pretty good load, $5,000. Happy with it. My truck is, look at this trailer right here. This trailer is pretty clean when I picked it up. I'm going to show you guys how filthy my truck is. This is the dirtiest my truck has ever been, but I can't bring myself to wash it. I just can't. I was just at a truck wash, and it's, there's snow, ice, all kinds of shit between here and New Jersey, and I just can't bring myself to wash it. Like, to me, I know it's just, it's just caked in salt, and it's just going to continue getting more caked in salt. But it's just throwing money away, man. It's $50 to wash it. Just look how dirty this trailer is. That is what is on my truck too. But I know it's just gonna get smacked right after I wash it. So, dilemma. So now I'm gonna have to drive it 2,600 miles filthy. Anyway, I wanted to tell you guys something. This is not a trade secret. Some of it I won't mention, but it's not a trade secret. I mean, you can do research and you figure this out yourself. But I think most consumers don't know it. I kind of knew it before driving a truck, but now I really know it. Now it's like abundantly in your face. And this is not a knock on our shippers, our customers, that are actually making food and distribution centers. It's not a knock on them at all. It's really smart business on all their parts. But what most consumers don't realize is that when you go into a grocery store, be that small, fancy, all the food's supposed to be better quality than the big stores, like let's say organic produce, for example, and one of those fancy organic, I don't want to say any company names, but you know the ones I'm talking about, where everything's supposed to be whole and organic and better quality than the stuff you get like in the organic aisle at a big box store. Well, I can tell you, and I know this absolutely from experience, it all comes from the same place. It all comes from the same place. All your produce comes from the same same places. One store that might be fancy doesn't have an advantage or some secret source. They may have some additional sources, some additional farms, smaller, that are just exclusive to them. But in large part, it's all coming from the same sources. And like, for example, we've hauled cheese too. We've picked up at a cheese factory shredded cheese, and right inside the doors where they're packing, you'll have one brand of bag that's going to one big box store, and you'll have another brand of bag that's going to one of these smaller outfits, and it's the same cheese. It's the exact same shredded cheese. It's just branded different. So, I don't know. I thought I'd bring it. To me, it's interesting. It's interesting. It's interesting. I think it's probably helpful for you to know that if you want organic produce, you don't have to think to yourself, it's not as good if I'm buying it in this store versus the quality of it if I'm buying it in this other store. It's organic produce, and it's probably coming from the same region, same farms, same distributors. In a lot of cases. I would dare say in most cases. Not in every case. But it's just interesting. Just a little food for thought. So anyway, we got a lot of time on this load. And I think the reason and you don't normally get a lot of time on produce loads, especially organic produce loads. But I think the reason they did it is because the weather's just jacked up. I mean, I think it was just the reality of this load ain't getting there on time if we make it a tight window, and that's true. Because that front that's brewing over, I think right now it's over Colorado, Nebraska, Wyoming. It's a very well organized front. It's just kind of sitting there right now, and it's just going to slowly move its way across. So in a lot of cases, we'd try to rush this load. In this case, we're going to try to stay behind that storm because we have so much time. I just have no interest in plowing through that storm. None. Not after the 2 nights ago in Wyoming, and then last night coming over Cabbage. You guys that already drive, guys and gals that already drive, very familiar with Cabbage Pass. I came over it with zero visibility last night. I mean, fog and snow. The road wasn't really slick, but you just couldn't see, 50 feet in front of the truck. So it was dodgy. And so I'm kind of over that right now. I'm not in a hurry to rush over and try to bust through this other storm to get to New Jersey when I've got plenty of time. Plus, Jenna's birthday is December 31st, New Year's Eve. So because we've got so much time, we're going to go find somewhere to sit, try to see some fireworks or something, get her Olive Garden. Olive Garden's like her favorite. Try to do that for her birthday. She loves it. So try to get somewhere where we can get her Olive Garden and actually have a little bit of a birthday this year, because last year we were at like some sort of mushroom distributor in Detroit for her birthday, which was not very extravagant, Not that this one will be either, but hopefully I can give her some little goodies, So that's our plan. Anyway, I just want to check in with you guys, let you know we're loaded. Washington apples. I've never done this load before. I've never done Washington apples. Been driving for 2 years, never done it. I had no idea that they grew in the winter, in the snow. So you're always learning something new out here. But that's our situation. So try to get a little more sleep, and then I'll drive a little bit tonight, but nothing crazy. We only have to do like 700 miles a day, guys. It's like just over solo, So really easy. We don't even have to do that, to be honest with you. So hope you guys are being safe out there, making good decisions. And as always, drive to thrive. We'll talk with you soon.